Two of my favorite ways to pass time in life are running and, of course, as you already know, judging others. Meaning that no street jogger is safe from my disappointed glare. But this is a video game channel, and as much as I'd love to talk about Craig Ingalls' beautiful mullet, I am forced to talk about video games. It's a hard job, but somebody's gotta do it. Pretty much every video game contains running in some form, usually as the main mode of a character's transportation, although very rarely is running at the heart of a video game's design. A few examples would be Mirror's Edge, Sonic, and Fall Guys. I was planning on talking about run cycles in video games, but Polygon already did that this week. So instead, I'll just be talking about running in video games from the perspective of a seasoned runner. So if that sounds boring, click away now. Alright, cool, now I can go play Elden Ring. Elden Ring is a good starting point when talking about running in video games, as it uses a stamina-based system, meaning that you can run up until your bar is depleted, forcing you to walk until it refills, unless the player is in the open world and out of combat, where running becomes unlimited. While this isn't necessarily the most energy-efficient form of running, I mean, just look at the back of a pack of any cross-country race, it's always run walkers, it isn't as egregious as Elden Ring's other offense, which is its staggeringly horrible running animations. In Elden Ring, when you unequip weapons and let your player run, they will begin the most hilariously uncoordinated run you have ever seen in your entire life, as they lean their upper body forward and swing their arms wide and behind. I tried replicating this run and was exhausted about a half mile in, and also I felt like people were judging me. This run animation remains largely the same when weapons are equipped, but appears more realistic because of the balance given to you by your heavy weapons, but it just feels kind of off. While this animation might be ugly to look at least it's not ugly to play. One of the worst examples of a frustrating running mechanic is when a game forces you to keep up with a jogging NPC, watching them blow by your walking character just for you to click the run button and fly by their jogging pace, meaning that you have to run, stop, run, stop, run, stop, run and stop, just to keep up with their infuriating pace. Luckily, recent games have solved this by making NPCs match your pace like they do in Red Dead Redemption 2 and The Witcher 3. This is an absolutely necessary addition, as chasing down those NPCs is more infuriating than finding out that Polygon already did your run cycles video after you wrote 5 paragraphs. But not all running in games is doom and gloom, as there are plenty of games with good running animations and mechanics. One of my personal favorites is The Division, as the character moves with weight and intention. The running looks realistic and flows seamlessly from walk to jog to sprint, and even when hustling into cover. It all feels purposeful and looks realistic, tuned to its surroundings and setting. As first-person games go, though, I think Apex lands running the best, as breaking into a sprint feels immediate and powerful, and you can increase your running speed by holstering your weapon, or if you're playing as Octane, jabbing a needle of fluid into your thigh. Running needs to feel good in a battle royale because you spend most of the game doing it, and Apex is top-notch. But what about 2D games? Do they have running? Yes. 2D games use repeating animation cycles for a character's run, and they are typically fairly nice looking, although not ultra-realistic, as the goal is to keep the character visible. Most 2D games go for a cartoony over-exaggeration to their movements to keep the visual obvious and clean. Mario and Celeste both allow you to feel the speed of the character while keeping them under control, making their running feel fluid and precise. Running is in video games, and that's a fact. It has been used beautifully and hideously throughout the history of our games. Seeing a character doing it wrong in a video game might encourage you to go outside and do it right for yourself. And if it does, just know that I'll be there for you, judging your every step.